Welcome back to our Final Fantasy Origin walkthrough. In this episode we're going to be doing To Remember at the Ruins of Mackinac. Let's get cracking. So I think there's an item just back here. And we do have one of those secret memories to collect on this stage as well. So we need to be keeping our eyes out for the secret memory. A little bit later on in the stage. Just going to pull this lever here. For the most part on this stage is basically finding those levers, activating doors and stuff, and then going back to the doors and going through them. That's pretty much the vast majority of this stage. Let's pop on through. I'm actually not sure which Final Fantasy this particular area is from. To be fair, feel free to let me know in the comments if you know which Final Fantasy this area is from. Might be one of the earlier ones. I've not really played Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 too much. Played a little bit of 6. But actually never completed 6. We are rocking Red Mage as well. So we've got Ninja at level 30. And then we've got Red Mage at 3. So Red Mage is going to be quite squishy. But it should be fine. So there might be some cool abilities that we can get with Red Mage, so that's why I'm just putting some points into Red Mage at the minute. I've kind of got Ninja as backup just in case we need to get out of a sticky situation. And I'm taking advantage of the Utsusemi as well, of course, with the shadows and stuff. So this door needs power. So we need to look for a power switch. Divine and Fleet. Which I think is down this way. So as you can see, most things are kind of like deactivating stuff at the minute. There we go. Smash through that. Grab this loot. And I think the switch is up this way. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I've got not got enough MP, but it's fine. That'll do. And then this is the lever. So that should activate the door. I know this place is called Ruins of Mackinac as well. I have played Final Fantasy X. I'm just throwing it out there, and that's got some Mackinac stuff in it, but I'm not sure if this is actually pulled from 10, because they've already got Mount Gagazet from 10. So I'm not sure if they have also kind of like referenced it with this place as well. Maybe not. Anyway, we'll smash through these enemies. Not really too tough, so we'll just smash away. I am keeping my eyes on the ninjutsu as well. I'm trying to make sure that we got the Utsusemi applied. It's going to save us from some harsh situations. We'll just smash on through. Got level 4 Red Mage so far. I might actually switch out Ninja as well, but it's just that the Utsusemi is just way too useful. So sometimes it's quite hard to like not have it. That'll do. We'll head on up. I think this is kind of just leading us back up the top. I think there is a secret though if you want to grab the secret through this wall. And what I probably would do is kick these ladders down first. It creates like a shortcut back up here. But the secret itself, if you want to grab it. There's some treasure there. We probably should check our gear at some point soon. We've probably got some better gear, to be fair. And I think our average gear level is actually a little bit too low for this stage, but it should be fine anyway. Okay, we'll just take these out. Obviously these are now activated because we pressed that lever a little bit earlier. We'll just smash on through these bad boys. Smash on through. And then the pressure plate in front of this door should now activate in theory. We'll pop through here. We've got another lever, but I don't think that's of any use. It's just for the elevator. With the secret memory, I think it's pretty much just like along a bridge. There's like a main bridge that we have to walk across where there's like a giant turret shooting stuff at us.
That's all I can recall.
And I don't think it's too tricky to get the memory. I think it's pretty much right in plain view really, so we should be fine. I'm gonna pop some shards in to yeah, let's go for red mage. And we'll just unlock some stuff here and work our way down. I think that's the ability that I was thinking of, this one here, magic regen. So slowly recover MP over a period of time. That's pretty much the ability that I'm going to whack into left trigger and A little bit later. So that is very, very useful. But for now, we'll just keep on cracking through. Let's go. We're looking for the levers and stuff. There's one here. So we'll pop that bad boy. That should activate these. Or maybe in the next room. Oh, it's the turrets over the far side. Just going to head down. There might be a couple of breakable walls in this level as well, so it's going to keep my eyes peeled for those breakable walls. That particular action ability does so much damage. Aftershock. It does like insane levels of break damage, so it just, even though we're not really doing much damage to the enemy's health at all, Aftershock is pretty much deleting the break gauge really quick, so it kind of helps us just, you know, smash through. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 with Aftershock. That'll do. And then we head on up. It gets a little bit confusing at this point, I think, because it's kind of like you go down the bottom section and then you kind of climb up, and then you go across, and then you kind of like go down the other side of the bottom section, I think, like this bit. Just gonna pop party members into limit break. And smash through these. That'll do. Grab this item. And head this way. Just gonna have a quick look around because I think there's some loot and stuff up here. So we'll smash through. We've got a wraith there, turret on the far side. There's two slightly separate rooms here, I think, up this top level. Got our best friends, the Tonberries. So we're gonna Utsusemi up for this bad boy because he can one-shot us, so we've got to be really careful. And everyone's grudge. I'm going to use this wall as sort of defense there. We've got 3 shadows applied, so we are okay for now. Just need to keep our eyes peeled on the shadows. Give them a head pat for letting us win. Thank you, Tonberry. Appreciate your cooperation. Will do. We still got 3 shadows remaining, which is quite rare actually in the Tonberry fight. But with the Tonberries, don't be afraid to use the, you know, the walls and the doorways and stuff as defense against his crazy attacks. I think we can kick that down. Leads back to the bottom floor. I think that's that. If you're quick enough, there might be a cactuar there, if memory serves. I can't 100% remember. I can't 100% remember if there is a cactuar or not, but just maybe have a little peek. Okay, so that's a shortcut back down to the bottom floor, but I think the actual intention is this far side and then left in here. And then across. I'm not sure that's a shortcut, it's literally just a ladder. Yep. So we now climb down and down again. This is why it gets confusing, because this place looks exactly the same as the opposite side, but it's a different side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll do. So that's kind of why I set the Aftershock action ability on this weapon. It just comes in insanely useful. Go for Lightbringer. Party members are limit breaked as well. Nice. Okay, so I'm just going to get my bearings. This door needs to open. I don't know if we have powered up that door. I think we have. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This guy's going to take a bit of a beating. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So yeah, that guy's a bit of a spicy meatball. Watch out for that one. Okay, so I'm just going to get my bearings real quick. I think we came down from that section there. So, should be able to go through these doors. Just checking for cracked walls. I think we're good. As far as I can tell. Yep, so head on in. And to the elevator. Let's. I need to check my gear, so it's probably a good time to check that. It's been a while since I've like equipped some new stuff, so I'm just going to press select for now. Just whack on whatever. So that should do for now. Feel free to mess around with the affinities and stuff if you fancy. I'll just check this ninja weapon. So we got a level 62 weapon, which is quite significantly higher than the stuff that we have. So I'm just going to rock with this for now. It's fine. Okay. Let's push on forward. I think this bit might be where the giant turret comes into play. Just looking for cracked walls once again. This might be a little bit spicy. I'm going to go for a red mage. Even though red mage might get take quite a lot of damage, but it should be fine. Want to get some points for red mage, so let's get smashy and all these things. That should be fine. These haven't joined the fight just yet. Lightbringer. And this one. So we've got level 10 red mage. I might not max out red mage, maybe not. We'll see how we go. But basically, as long as I get that mana regen thing that I pointed out in the job tree, that's the main thing that we're looking for with red mage, to be fair. Let's grab that. I think it's just some lore. Divine and flee. Okay. Just always check that in case it is like a kick down ladder. A lot of the time it's not, but sometimes you don't want to like fall down and then you know you can't get back up, that thing. So okay, so this is the massive turret thing that I was talking about before. Let's go job trees. Pop some points into red mage. Let's grab this magic regen. That's the main thing we were looking for. So nice one. That'll do. Pop some points into those. Nope, not that. And then we have Pugilist as well. Just grab some random stuff. That's fine. What we'll do actually is change that command ability, because I never really use Venom. I just kind of have it there. But what I actually wanted to grab was that magic regen, to be fair. So I'm going to replace Venom with magic regen. So slowly recovers MP over time. I think it does reduce your max MP slightly though, which sometimes can be a pain in the butt. But that's the main ones that I go for down there. I've got Divine Sigil, Flee and Magic Regen, which are really, really useful. I'm going to keep Ninja on just for safety here. Let's just check that if we now press left trigger and then A, basically got infinite MP for a short time. See that regenerating. It's pretty quick as well on the regen. It's pretty decent stuff. And obviously now that you've unlocked that, you can bring that over to white mage as well, so you can cast loads of spells as a white mage. and use magic regen, or you can cast loads of spells as a black mage and also use magic regen, so it's a win-win situation really. So that's why we grab that. Okay, so this section is where the secret memory orb will be. I don't think it's too far away, so I'm just going to keep our eyes peeled for that. Look out for the purple orb. Let's just clear the path a little bit first. Okay, some ladders there, we'll just ignore that for now. There's all sorts of kind of like, you know, ledges and nooks and crannies kind of thing in this section. Watch out for that because it packs a massive punch. Like so. Just gonna dodge forward real quick. I actually want to go this way because we want the secret memory there, so I'm gonna mission through that. So yeah, this is the main thing that we need to be looking for here. This is the secret memory, kind of like in the middle of this platform, so make sure to get that if you want to get the secret mission. Very, very important. And what I'll do is I might wait for a gap and then head on up. Not sure if we can actually attack it from here or not. Most of the time, I think you have to go like up the top left and top right actually, but I'm just going to try my luck here and see how we go. There we go. I'm going to go for the RB spam here. That'll do. I think that may have done it. Yep, so that is an option. However, there's quite a lot of stuff that we've missed here and that you can get. So it might be worth having a quick look up there if you fancy it, or if you just want to, you know, face roll through the middle. That's also an option. There's like stuff up here. It's like an item. It's not really too important now. But let's just take a look. If you want to get some extra bits and bobs, I think it is round this way. And I think this is the intended route as well. So you kind of like go up here and it allows you to avoid that massive laser blast. But we just kind of use the ninja scrolls and the Utsusemi instead. I don't really need experience points on ninja, so I'm just going to switch to red mage. Magic regen. The red mage can be really useful as well. If you level it up and stuff, you get access to loads and loads of different spells, and obviously with red mage you get access to like white magic and black magic, so it's a nice kind of like hybrid type job, which is really cool. I used to play red mage quite a lot in Final Fantasy XI as well, back in the MMORPG days. It's pretty useful. And then in Final Fantasy XI you could also choose a sub job, so you get like your main job and the main abilities from that main job, and then you'd get a sub job, which you'd get some abilities from the sub job as well, which is why I quite like this job system from Final Fantasy Origin, because it's very, very similar to Final Fantasy XI's job system, where you can kind of like create your own hybrid type class, which is cool. Okay, so once again, we've got loads of different ways we can go. We've got ladders at the back. I think you would go this way if you wanted to smash this thing, but it's a little bit, you know, too late for that, so already smashed. So we'll just check these ladders. Head on up. But yeah, I quite like that about the job system in this. You know, you can get abilities from certain jobs, and then you can still use those abilities even though you're not actually playing that actual job at that time. So it kind of makes it worth, you know, leveling up absolutely everything if you can do. Then you can like bring across all the abilities and create like a hybrid type thing of your own choosing. So let's go this way. I think there's just some random loot and stuff that you can grab, so let's have a look. Grab that. And there's some ladders at the back. But feel free to let me know what jobs you play on this. Like, what do you main and stuff? I'm not sure if you're going for White Mage and Ninja like myself. There's like so many different jobs to choose from. You've got all different play styles and stuff, which is really cool. Okay, I'm just going to see if that is a shortcut. It is not. So I'm just going to check up here a little bit first. Just get the random stuff. Okay, so that is that. I don't think there's too much more up here, to be fair, so probably just going to push on through the stage at this point. There might be something more down here. We could drop down and have a little look-see. Turret. It's just an item from before. Again, I don't think this item is too wild, but we might as well grab it whilst we're here. And I think there's some more stuff if we backtrack a little bit. Just over to the side here. Over here. Got to watch out for this turret. It's a level 13 red mage. Not too shabby so far. We need to make sure that we are casting Utsusemi so we don't get destroyed. Grab all the bits and bobs. Might as well whack party members into limit break. 2, 3. There we go. That'll do. We've got some decent stuff there. So that is that. Let's go for the fleet. Just a wraith up top here. I think there's another enemy somewhere. No, just a wraith. Okay, so that's pretty much all that top section. We don't really need to do too much here. Too much more here. So let's kind of head back down across this section and then up. That kind of clears that out. I think this might be bringing us towards the end of the stage-ish, question mark. I think it's quite close. We do have some cubes, so yeah. I think I remember this fight being quite spicy, so we definitely want to do the old faithful and go for your main jobs at this point. You don't want to be choosing like a level up type job. You want to be going for your main. So what we'll do is just whack some points into some random stuff. Samurai, and then we're going to go to battle settings, change to our main. So red mage is going to be traded out for white mage. With ninja, I'm going to press select and then yes. Just go for whatever it decides to equip. That's fine. And now we've got this. We're going to be rocking these command abilities. We've got Divine Sigil, Flee, Magic Regen. So we might use Magic Regen if we need to now in this fight. But other than that, we should be ready to go. Pop on Utsusemi. We could also buff ourselves with the white mage before we enter the arena. So hold down right trigger, go for haste go. Let's head on in. I'm going to go ahead and skip the cutscenes once again, so spam away at the start button here. I do remember this boss being quite spicy. I can't remember exactly what it is until right now. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. You just got to be out of the way of the laser is the main takeaway here. So basically we try not to be directly in front of the boss. Ideally we want to be kind of like around the sides or the back, but if you are at the back you've got to be careful of the tail as well. If you attack certain places it will come up saying weak. That's the sort of like weak spot of this boss. We need to back up here and cast Utsusemi, but I'm stuck in the claw, which is not ideal. So we're just going to back up. Cast Fleet so we can get some space. Utsusemi. There we go. You could recast those spells and stuff. Ususemi is not on, so I need to make sure that it is on. There we go. Recast the white magic. Party members need to be in limit break mode. MP is looking a little bit low. So what we'll need to do, I'm going to cast the magic regen that we unlocked. Make sure you got your 3 shadows on as well. Look out for the weak message that pops up when you attack. That's quite important, so you can do extra damage if you find those weak points. So we've got some critical attacks there on the legs. I think you can like break off certain parts of the boss. So you can attack the legs there. We've got 1 shadow remaining. So keep on attacking those legs. And I think you can also do good damage to the tail as well, but you just got to be careful of it kind of like whipping around with the tail. But yeah, make sure to keep your shadows on and your white magic up, stuff like that. Haste Gear, Protect Gear, Ususemi shadows. Make sure to keep your party members in limit break mode as well. And there we go. Other than that, that is the stage.